In this lesson, we're going to look at the unit circle. You may have seen some information on the unit circle before in trig identities. So let's have a look at the unit circle. So my middle is 0, 0. This is the point 1, 0. And we're going to let, obviously the radius is going to be equal to 1 here. Any point on the unit circle, and these are in the formulae booklet, any point on the unit circle is cos theta sine theta, or the length of the radius by cos theta sine theta. And let's have a look why. If this is my angle theta, I have a right angle triangle inside this circle, where my radius is 1 and my angle is theta. So what can we say about the cos theta? Cos of theta is equal to A over H. And if we think about this length A as an x and y axis, let's call it x. So the cos theta A over H is x over 1. So 1 cos theta is equal to x, or x is equal to cos theta. Similarly, if we wanted to find y, this is the y length coming up to this, up to here, is going to be my y. We can say that the sine of theta is equal to O over H, y over 1. So 1 sine theta is equal to y. So that's why my x and y values within the unit circle of a radius 1 are cos theta and sine theta. And if we bring more points in, this is the point 0, 1. This is the point minus 1, 0. And this is the point 0, minus 1. Now, if you have your calculator handy, type into your calculator the cos of 0. In degree form, you're going to get an answer of 1. And this 1 is here. This is 0 degrees at this point. The sine of 0 is equal to 0, which is my y value. Let's look at the point 0, 1. So if we type in the cos of 0, sorry, the cos of the point 0, 1, the cos of 90, this is my 90 degree angle. The cos of 90 is equal to 0, and the sine of 90 is equal to 1, the points on the unit circle. Coming to my minus 1, 0. What would you say the angle is here? 180. The cos of 180, you can see the answer, it's going to be minus 1, this minus 1. And the sine of 180 is equal to 0. And if we come down to 270 here, 390s, the cos of 270 is equal to 0, and the sine of 270 is equal to minus 1. And then we can go back up. This will be, again, this is going to be 0 degrees and 360 degrees, so we end up getting the same answers if we go back to 360. Now, you don't have to remember all these, but it's a nice thing to have in your head when you're doing these trigonometry questions, because these angles come up quite regularly. So let's have a look. I'll just write down, this is the point 0, minus 1. Let's have a look at some reference angles in here, and we look at radians and degrees. Yeah, another unit circle. So if we want to draw an angle of 120 degrees, I would have to have my 90 here. I'll change colors so you can see my 90 in red, and I'd have to add on another 30. So this angle here is 120 degrees. So what's my blue angle? And this is what my reference angle is, and you're going to see this a lot in complex numbers. This angle is 60. Or 180, take away 120, is equal to 60 degrees, which is what's called my reference angle. Back to radian form, 60 degrees is pi over 3. 120 degrees is 260 degrees, so that's going to be 2 pi over 3. So this is reference angle. Just be aware that the reference angle is in here at the x-axis. It's always the reference angle we refer to when we're getting the value of the angle. So we can say, I'm going to put some letters in here, CAST So you know from calculator use in junior cert trig, all angles, this is what the A stands for, all angles from 0 to 90 degrees are positive. I'm going to use a plus for positive. Between 90 degrees and 180 degrees, sine is positive only. That's what my S stands for. Between 180 degrees and 270 degrees, tan is positive, sine and cos are negative. And in here, the only angles that are positive between 270 degrees and 360 degrees are cos. This is important information to have. CAST, the word cast, cos is positive, all angles positive, sine is positive, and tan is positive. So let's use this angle here to show what we mean by that. The reference angle in here is 60. So the sine of 60 degrees is equal to root 3 over 2. And that will give us then that the sine of 120 is also root 3 over 2. So we can calculate the angle, the value of bigger angles, by using the reference angle within the sector that we're given. So let's have a look at one in tan and one in cos as well. So my blue angle in here is 30. So what's my big red angle? 180 to here, another 30. So my red is 180 plus 30, 210 degrees. The tan of 30 is one of the angles that are in the formulae book. The tan of 30 is 1 over root 3. Which means that the tan of 210 is also 1 over root 3. The tan of 60 is equal to root 3 over 1, or just root 3. So what angle would you say in this sector here also gives a value of root 3? Well, it's going to be 180. I'd have to draw a 60 degree angle. Now these are not to scale. 180 and 60 will be 240. So the tan of 240 is also equal to root 3. Let's go up and look at one of the ones for cos. So what do we know about cos? We know the cos of 30 is root 3 over 2, and we know that the cos of 60 is equal to a half. These are the angles that you have to remember if you want to be good at higher level maths. So pause the video now and try draw an angle in the unit circle that will also give a value of root 3 over 2 that is in this sector where cos is positive. Okay, so you've drawn your 30 degree angle to the x-axis. So what angle is going to be from the start all the way around to the 30? It's going to be 360 minus 30, or going this way, 270 plus 60. So the cos of 330 will also give a value of root 3 over 2. And if you've done the half one as well, we'd have to draw an angle of 60 in here. So you could see 360 minus 60, the cos of 300 will be 1 over 2. So your reference angles, your unit circles. Go and practice the questions now that are on page 220 in active maths, if you're using active maths. If not, go to the trigonometric chapter in your book and practice these reference angle questions with the unit circle.